Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So in just one trend, I was able to take three different trades, and all these trades were based on what uptrend movement. They were all buyers. Now starting with the 714 method, which was this small one right here. Obviously, I know for sure that yesterday I wasn't really able to actually analyze what happened yesterday because I was still in these trades and I just wanted it to push through before I can do that. Now, this is a failed move. Price did not actually reach to this zone for me to execute the fourth trade. I wanted price to take out this low, come and probably take out this low as what inducement, right? So I'll get all the way down to this zone, which I'll now execute my trade based on that. Now, this is the place that I think price is going to, but that's just by the way. Let's analyze each and every single trade, right? So starting with the 714 method. So let's look at it. Now, yesterday, the 714 method, this was what we were having. And I've told you guys countless times, if we are having this, it means we are in a what? A V trend. This is what it looks like. So this is just it. That right there is a V trend. Now, a V trend also means a consolidation because when you just add the last two, you are going to get something that looks like this. So that is a consolidation. So it's just a half of a what? A consolidation. So if you are having a V trend, you're having something that looks like this. That's right there is the what? The V trend. What do you do or how do you trade this? So first of all, you need to mark this high right here and mark this low right here. If price breaks above this, you are entering a buy. If price breaks below this, you are doing what? You are executing a sell. But all you need to do is try your best and pay attention to the breakouts, because sometimes price can fake out and just immediately reverse all the way back down. So let's look at what happened. So all you needed to do was to just mark this high right here. As you can see, come and mark this low right here. When price breaks below any, you are executing a trade. Now, price did break above, right? Price did break above. It was very, very nice. Let me just use this so that we'll see what happens, right? So you can see it. Price did break above it. Price did break what? Above it. It was very, very nice. So we executed a trade uh, based on that breakout, right? So when I pull this, you see where I actually executed the trade. You can see it after price pushed all the way up. I executed my trade when we had a serious rejection. There was a serious rejection back just to retest that level. This was that serious rejection. So you can see that price breakout had the massive rejection. You execute your trade. Now this was very, very small and this was not really that profitable. I've said it, it wasn't really that profitable because we had this zone already. We had this zone right here. This was a fair value gap that price has already tested once. So we're actually worried about price getting into this fair value gap again. And that was exactly what happened. Price retraced all the way back down from that range. So that is why I said it wasn't really that profitable. So all you needed to do was execute, put your stop loss just below this range right here when price was in this zone. Now our first TP was hit because it was inside this zone right here at this last high. So the first TP, as for that, was actually hit. This was the last high, and this right here was our first TP. Now this first TP was actually hit, but price immediately reversed, so we had to get out of the trade. Look at it, you can see the reversal happening, right? We had to get out of the trade at break even on the second trade. Now let's go to the trade that I took after this reversal, which is this trade right here. Now it's going to be a very simple trade. I just want you to pay attention and understand how it works. Now, obviously, this was the 714 method. It wasn't really that profitable, to be honest. It was a good trade, but not really that profitable, right? So let's take it out. Now, this is it. The 714 method is done. We are no longer trading the 714 method. Now, let's go to the second trade. All right. So let's just put this aside. Now, by the looks of this, you know that we are still in an uptrend, right? We are currently still in a what? An uptrend. Now, the reason why you should be looking for buys right now is you can obviously see the price has hit this high twice. This is the first hit, this is the second hit. So what we are hoping for price to do next is to actually come and do what? And break above this. We want price to do what? Break above it so that we can execute our what? Our buys. But at the same time, we have to look at the bigger time frame. Now, I'll try my best and project the bigger time frame, what I was actually looking at before I executed that trade. so that you see it. And by the looks of the bigger time frame, we already had a change of character. Price was coming back just to retest the change of character before it will continue pushing all the way up. So all we needed to do is find a suitable zone to execute our buy. Now, by the looks of this trend, where do you think is suitable to execute your buy? Price is still pushing all the way down. The only simple place, or the only place that price can pass through and will now turn into a sell trend is the last order block. So all you needed to do was to just mark the last order block, and this is it right here. You can see it was a massive sell, right? This was it right here. That's the last order block. That was what I was looking at. Now, if price comes back into this last order block and I see any rejection there, I'm executing my trade. Do you understand that? If price comes back into this last order block, any rejection, I'm executing my trade, because the bigger time frame still shows that we are pushing all the way up. We are not coming all the way back down. And also, if price comes all the way back into this order block, and I execute my buy trade, but at the same time price immediately push through this, I know that we are now in a sell. I'll wait for price to reject back into it, making it a breaker block, so that I can execute a sell just to recover the losses that I've actually made, right? You understand the simple concept about this. So that was just what I was thinking. Very, very nice. Price did come all the way back into it. You can see the rejections, and I execute my trade. I think that was on a 1 minute time frame, or was it on a 5 minute time frame? I can't actually recall. I execute my trade based on these rejections right here, around somewhere here thereabout. So that was it. All you needed to do was execute your trade again when price rejected from this zone, because on the bigger time frame we are still pushing all the way up. We are not coming all the way back down. Your first TP at this same high right here, because to now this actually looks like a consolidation. So your first TP also has to be at the last high, which is this zone right here, and you'll be targeting this level as your final TP. You understand that? So that was what I was doing. I targeted this high right here as my final TP, and that was it. Now it did take a very long time before price actually reached that level before, because we were actually consolidating for a while. Price consolidated for some time before we reached that level, right? So after price actually pushed all the way through that zone, now all my trades were digested. I wasn't in any trade again. What do I do? Because by the looks of the bigger time frame, I could still tell that we were still pushing all the way upright. So what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to mark this zone, because after price take out this high and I see any movement above this, I'm going to execute a trade. And that brings us to this final trade right here. I won't say it's final, but yes, I think that is final. So that brings us to this big trade right here. I actually took the first TP around this zone right here, right? I wanted this to come back so that I'll execute the trade, but it's not yet back. So probably I won't be executing the trade again. But when it comes back here and I still see a rejection, I'll still execute all the way up to this zone right here. So that brings us to the final trade, which is this trade right here. What do I do? I wait for price to push through this massively, or just normally price should just push through this, so that I'll know that I'm not really having any problem to do with it again. You can see that price came down with these rejections, finally pushed through it. So all I'm looking for is a BOS to execute my trade, or a consolidation. Anything that looks like price is going well, continuing that uptrend, I'm going to execute my trade based on that. And by the looks of it, you can already see it. I don't even have to show you that, right? You can see that after price made this pullback, we came all the way up and took out the last high. So all you needed to do is do what? Execute your trade. Just look at it. Execute your trade. Very, very nice and simple. You just wanted price to just show a movement that shows that yes, we are continuing to push all the way up, and you execute your trade. A lot of people might have already executed their trade based on this candle right here, and they'll put their stop loss. I'm sorry about that, based on this candle, and they'll put their stop loss around this zone right here, because that right there is a bullish engulfing candle. But to me, I have to wait for price to just break above this completely. When we take out this high, you can see that we took it out, came for a rejection, and the final candle that pushes through it, I'm executing my trade and I'm targeting my highs. Now, if you look at what I was having on a bigger time frame, so obviously, let me show you this. I think it's on this, right? So I'll have to go to a 4 hour time frame for you to see this. Or is it a 2 hour time frame that I made it on? So obviously, when you look at what I was having, this was what I was looking at. So I think it's bulky, but just try your best and pay attention. This is what I'm having on my bigger time frame, right? You can see what we are having right there, a change of character, a pullback for a rejection, and we are continuing to shoot all the way up. Now, when you look at currently, the reason why I not execute that trade was when you look closely at it on a smaller time frame, you can see that we were around the zone when I wanted price to drop more, right? So you can see that yes, price did drop just within that range before continuing to push all the way up. But I actually wanted it to come back to this high right here before I now buy. So that was the reason why I not actually execute the trade. But that is just it. You could have executed your trade and just look at the trade. It moves extremely fast and extremely high. It was a very, very big what trade. So that is the concept about understanding price movement, where price is going. When you know price is going up, trust me, when you know price is going up, you can execute as much trades as you want. So far as price is going up, you know that already. You don't really care. All you need to do is just continue executing, executing, and executing. That is just all you need. Because you know we are continuing to shoot all the way up. And look at it. This wasn't even up to, this is not even up to half of the trend that I actually take, right? But look at the movement. So that's just it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Try your best and trade the 714 method today. Now let's see what happens with that as well.